we work with intention and awareness, slowing the breath down, acknowledging the intention to work with the parasympathetic nervous system, to bring calm to the body, to relax into the shoulders. Hi there, I am Teresa, a nervous system facilitator with Neurotoned. I'm also a yoga teacher and practicing acupuncturist. Today, I'd like to introduce you this sneaky, discreet little trick that I find extremely useful in moments of feeling anxious or overwhelmed. In particular, a combination of when you've got that really stiff neck and shoulder area, tight into the back, tight into the chest. And this combination of acupressure points and or tapping, you can do it that way around also, really helps to regulate the flow of energy in the front of the body and the back of the body. All right. And in doing so can help to regulate the parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest nervous system, with the sympathetic, which you might have heard being described as that fight or flight response in the body. You really can do this anywhere. You can do it lying in bed, you could do it in the boardroom, you could do it when you're stuck in traffic, okay? Any time where you just feel like things are constricting, okay? Things are getting tighter and the tension is building. You could also do it as a tool or something first thing in the morning to set the tone for the day before you go to bed. Really, these things are so important to engage with, to see what resonates, what works. And for me, this is certainly one of my go-tos. A little bit of background. We're going to work with two channels. The first being the Sanjal channel, which is a channel that runs from the side of the head down the back side of the body, the outer line of the arm. It's a yang channel, so it stays on the outside of the body and follows the space between the fourth and fifth fingers to the tip of the fingers, right? And it's paired with a channel called the pericardium, which runs from just around the chest area up and down to the tip of the middle finger, all right? Without needing to know too much depth about the channels, the meridians, the point pairing, we're working with the fire element. Okay, and that's significant because the fire element speaks to our emotions, our heart. When we are perhaps struggling with insomnia, anxiety, heart palpitations, we look to balance in the fire elements, in the fire channels. And when these 2 points are used in acupuncture, not myself, some practitioners will needle straight through from the one to the other, right? So there's a lot of ancient wisdom with these point pairings and also lots of different ways to interact with them. So we're going to trace that line between the fourth and fifth finger. You're going to feel this little wedge, this little bony prominence. We're going to come about 2 finger spaces down from there where you start to feel a bit of a groove, okay? And there's some muscles, some tendons, some sinews that you might be healing just into that empty space, all right? That's our Sanjal 5 point. Then we're going to follow the line from the middle finger from the wrist crease, okay? When you can fold forward and again, you feel a little bit of a hole, an empty space, okay? That's not the point we're using. We're going just one up from there, okay? Again, I'm going to suggest placing your thumb there, just about 2 thumb widths down. Again, you'll find a little bit of a groove, a little bit of an opening space, and we're going to mirror that same location, but following from the space between the fourth and fifth finger. So like I said, if you think of a needle piercing right through there from one empty space to another, we connect the point of the pericardium 6 and Sanjal 5. And you can apply pressure for 3 to 5 breaths. You can massage into that area, okay? But it's important that you're connecting the 2 points at the same time, all right? And then because we have 2 arms, because the channels run on the right side of the body in exactly the same way as the left side of the body, we will do exactly the same to the other side, right? So following middle finger to crease of the wrist, 2 spaces down, just that little bit of emptiness for pericardium 6. We follow between the fourth and fifth finger, okay, and finding that little connection, okay, of the Lao connecting points of the Sanjiao of the pericardium, which are the yang and yin channels of the fire element. And then doing exactly as you did on the one side to the other side. So whether you held for 3 to 5 breaths, whether you gave a little bit of pressure, just holding down. And remember that we work with intention and awareness, slowing the breath down, acknowledging the intention to work with the parasympathetic nervous system, to bring calm to the body, to relax into the shoulders. And gently release. I really hope you find that beneficial and that a useful, accessible technique to help regulate your nervous system.